What is up, my magic miscreants? Risen Dragon here with another fun deck tech for you from March of the Machines, and today we're going to look at a deck that is a Phyrexian tribal build. And this is a very interesting take on the Orzhov build. Now, for those of you that are new to the game, Orzhov is black and white combination. Yeah, it's from Ravnica. But with this particular build, we are just focused on pumping up our Phyrexians as much as possible, swinging in for as much damage as possible. So let's take a look at what we've got going on here. We're going to start off with our 1-drops, Crawling Chorus, Toxic 1. When it dies, create a 1/1 colorless Phyrexian Might artifact creature token with Toxic 1, and this creature can't block. Skrelv Defector Might is an interesting 1-drop. It has Toxic 1 and it can't block, but for a white or a Phyrexian mana, choose a color. Another target creature you control gains Toxic 1 and Hexproof from that color until end of turn, and it can't be blocked by creatures of that color this turn. So this is key. You have to remember that for this one, you have to make sure that you activate this before blockers are declared. We have Evolved Sleeper. Now this one can evolve into a Phyrexian, and it can make our opponent, really start to wonder, ooh, do I have to take care of this? Okay, really cool stuff. This one is a sleeper card, quite literally, Benelish Sleeper. When it enters the battlefield, if it was kicked, each player sacrifices a creature, so this gets some early removal for us. Skrelv's Hive, we're running 3 of those. Basically, it creates a 1/1 colorless Phyrexian Might artifact creature token with Toxic 1, and this creature can't block, but we lose 1 life in the process. However, as long as an opponent has 3 or more poison counters, creatures you control with Toxic have lifelink. Okay, pretty cool stuff. We are running 4 copies of this bad boy right here, Grafted Butcher. When it enters the battlefield, Phyrexians you control gain Menace until end of turn, and they get +1/+1. Now, another thing, too, is we can tap 3 and a black and sacrifice an artifact or a creature and return it to the battlefield, but we can only do it as a sorcery. We are also running 3 Vran Executioner Thane. Whenever 1 or more creatures you control die, each opponent loses 2 life and you gain 2 life. Not only triggers once per turn, but it is still a really fun card to have because we're running mass removal with White Sun's Twilight. We know what this does. It creates X 1/1 colorless Phyrexian Might artifact creature tokens with Toxic 1. If X is 5 or more, destroy all other creatures. Okay, we're running 2 Phyrexian Awakenings. When it enters the battlefield, incubate 4, plus Phyrexians you control have Vigilance. We're also running 1 Elesh Norn. It has Vigilance. Whenever a source an opponent controls deals damage to you or a permanent you control, that source's controller loses 2 life. They pay 1. Then we can sacrifice 3 other creatures, exile Elesh Norn, and then return it to the battlefield, transformed under its owner's control, and it becomes the Argent Etchings, where we incubate 2 5 times, then transform all incubator tokens you control. The second chapter is creatures you control get +1/+1 and gain double strike till end of turn, and then number 3 is destroy all other permanents except for artifacts, lands, and Phyrexians, exile the Argent Etchings, and then return it back to the battlefield where Elesh Norn comes in again. We're also running 2 Sheoldreds, and kind of the same deal, except with 4 and a black, we exile Sheoldred and then return it to the battlefield transformed under its owner's control, activate only as a sorcery, and only if an opponent has 8 or more cards in the graveyard. And then we proceed to the True Scriptures, which is for each opponent, destroy up to 1 target creature or planeswalker that player controls. Then they discard 3 cards, then mill 3 cards, and then put all creatures from all graveyards onto the battlefield under your control, and then exile it once again. Alright, we're also running 3 Phyrexian Flesh Gorgers because this is a really cool card to have. It's got the prototype 3/3, but it's also a 7/5, and the ward is you have to pay life equal to Phyrexian Flesh Gorger's power. Alright, sideboard, because we're running running best of 3. Runic Shot's a pretty cool one to have. We destroy target tapped creature. We're running 2 Destroy Evils, 2 Fateful Absences, 3 Paths of Perils, 4 Laydown Arms, 1 Cut Down, and 2 Go for the Throats, in case we are up against some really pesky decks that need spot removal. So the whole purpose of this deck is basically to flood the battlefield early and often and just try to get and swing in as much as possible with what we've got. So if you're new to my channel, we do a best of 1, then we do a best of 3, just so you can see how the deck functions in both of those environments. So without further ado, kids, let's get to the Phyrexian tribal games. We're against Meister J for our best of 1 matchup. I'm going to keep this because we've got some good stuff here. Now, of course, if we're up against... Okay. Ninjas? Ninjas. Interesting. Alright, well, let's see. Let's put this down. Not a huge fan of some ninjutsu stuff, so we're going to just let it die. Okay, there's another one. Alright, fun. You know what? We don't really have... Alright. I am a bit nervous about what they're gonna do, but I'm gonna let this one go. Oh, they put down another one. Cool. Alright, that helps. So we have a Skrelv. We have this. And we might be able to take advantage of the fact that they look like they're a bit mana screwed at this point. Or mana starved, whatever you want to call it. And are you gonna rope me? You know this is going on YouTube. And I did have someone comment saying, well, hey, can you edit out the roping? No, I'm not gonna edit out the roping because these people that rope should be avoided at all costs. But that's okay. Alright, well, they're thinking though. Okay, there's a go for the throat. Okay, so that stinks. But that's okay. Banalish Sleeper, huh? Well, guess what? That's going to die. Alright. We'll get that down. We do have another... Okay, they found their 3rd land. There's a Flesh Gorger. That's not fun. There we go. And they'll start gaining this back now. Because all we need is just a few more lands, and we're in pretty decent shape. You really gonna ninjutsu that? Okay, that is interesting. Once more, it's like, come on, kids. Just need that second white land, and we're in business here. Retire Resurrected, huh? It's an interesting deck. Okay, we'll draw a card. Cool. That'll help. And now, do this. Or not. Okay, they're moving on to their main phase. So, alright. Let's put this down and see what they do. Okay. Vigilance. I don't think we want to... Well, let's do this. Let's give it protection from black. Of course, they're going to respond. Interesting. Okay. That can activate at any time, so... Satoru Umazawa, huh? How fun are you? Okay, we're going to activate this ability. You gonna give it Death Touch? You're gonna give it Death Touch, aren't you? Or not. Alright, Ninjutsu, that's fine. Okay. Ha! There we go. Fun. Do you have a cut down? 1,000 face shadow, huh? Interesting. Okay, well, here's what we do. We'll swing. Okay, well. Now, I think we go with this. This is a big board. I'm not liking this board. So what we're going to do is we're going to destroy it. I could have taken the risk and showed you what we could do with the Elish Norn, but to me that's just yeah. And now they're on 2. We've got 5 tokens with vigilance. What does Meister J decide they want to do? Because Grafted Butcher is going to come down next. I'm going to bring that back. And, I mean, they could do the Urtai Resurrected and get rid of my Phyrexian Awake. I don't know. I mean, if they have a board sweeper, right now would be a way to do it. If they have a Path of Peril or even a Drag to the Bottom would be a one to do. But they look like they're going to rope us, and that's okay. Because this is going on YouTube, and... Yeah, Meister J, you'll get the comeuppance that goes with the reporting of such things. So, yeah. Yeah, but also, too, I'm trying to take into consideration, you know, they could be a parent. You know, I know Mike, I got 2 kids, so, you know, if they need something, I drop what I'm doing, and I get whatever they need. But, Meister J, if you'd be so kind as to pass the turn, we can make this work. Okay? But if you don't want to do that, that's fine. This'll be on YouTube, and we'll go from there. Okay? So, let's see what they do. Alright, well, oh, there's Shieldred. Now, as much as I would love to show you what this does, and you're just gonna, like... Alright, pal. So clearly they've got a response to this. They can counter this with Urtai. They can counter this with Urtai. But again, you know, this is kind of what I don't like this about this game. You know, this is... And again, I'm trying to give Meister J the benefit of the doubt here. You know, they could have been called away. They maybe on mobile, and maybe they lost service. But, you know, someone asked me in the other videos, can you edit out the roping? And no, I'm not going to edit out the roping because of this. All right, we're going to rank back up into Silver 3. We did lose a little bit of ranking there, but let's go to the best of 3. And we are against HNS, a gold-ranked player for our best of 3. This one's a tough one. I'm gonna mull that one. Yeah, that was a good call. Here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna do this. We'll put down our crawling chorus, and we'll go from there. I think we put down the Thane next. Delver of Secrets. Okay, well then. That's fun. So we're against Mono Blue. This could be a tough matchup for us, because... Oh, maybe not. I don't know. We'll see. Do you really want to block the Delver, though? Because that's... Do you really want to block that? Because I guess that's... you're going to lose 2 life, and we'll... No, okay, they decide to let it go. Cool. Alright. Wonk. They did not reveal an instant or sorcery. See what they do. Okay. We're gonna swing. More than likely, they will probably bounce one of those. Yeah. That's what I figured they'd do. Or they decide... Are they going to slip that out the back? They'll slip out the back and try to... What do you... Oh, or they just let it go. Okay. Alright. Well, we're going to hold up on that. Okay. You know, let's bump that up. I shouldn't have done that, because they'll probably bounce that, but that's okay. Interesting. Okay, well they've got to have some sort of Djinn in there, a Hati Djinn. Guessing. Oh, okay, they didn't hit anything on that. All right, well. Well. Let's try and put this down first. We're gonna hold up the Grafted Butcher in case they have a syncopate. You're taking a lot of damage here, though. That's... You gotta wonder if they have a slip out the back. Which they do not, it looks like. Maybe. They might. Fading Hope, okay. They don't have a slip out the back that I know of. Okay. So here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna cast this. They're gonna counter it. Yep, that's what I figured. Okay, so now they overplay their hand on the next one. Grafted Butcher comes down, and that's going to be a painful one to deal with. Impulse, okay. All right. Okay. Grafted Butcher. Because if they do the make disappear, or the Syncopate, they can't... I'll pay the counter. So, alright, Fading Hope. That's alright. That's what it does. Okay. Okay. We can use this. Alright. In pretty good shape. I know they've probably got a Talarian Terror, but... Or a Haughty Djinn, that's not fun. Alright, so let's do this. Flesh Gorger. Boom. Alright, ooh, Death Touchy. I like that. You want to target my Flesh Gorger, I'm fine with that. But you're going to have to contend with dealing with the loss of the life to do it. Alright, if you have the Fading Hope, now would be the time to cast it. Just saying. No, they let it go. Okay. And there's another Haughty Djinn. Okay. Do I go with that and lose life? I think I do. Alright, you know what? Let's swing. Let's see what they do. Put pressure on these people. Okay. Interesting. So draw 6. Flow of Knowledge is a fun card. Alright. Talarian Terror. And now, okay, Impulse. So now if you want to target my Flesh Gorger, it's going to cost you the game. So, you got some choices here. You're dead. Alright, let's go to the second match. We'll go at least 2-2 with this deck today, which is good. Now, the question becomes, do I want to take out a few things here? Do I want to put in, say, some Fateful Absences, Go for the Throats, Path of Perils? No. I want to keep the pressure up on this person and go from there. Thank you for clicking on that so quickly, HNS. Let's see where we're at. Now, we are going to be on the draw, which is going to make us a little bit, maybe slightly vulnerable here. Yeah, let's keep that. They'll put down... No Delver? Okay. I'm going to put down this. They'll have a Consider. Which is right there, yeah. Okay. Excellent. Excellent. Good stuff. Okay. Fine by me. Let's put down... Let's get a counter out of him. Yep. Interesting. Okay. Haughty Djinn already. Good stuff. Deal with my Flesh Gorger. They could spend the 3 life to get rid of that again. That might be a logical play. That might be logical on their part. Take the 3 damage, knowing it's going to come back down. Thirst for discovery, okay. I'm going to have to deal with you later. Sorry about that. Okay. Fun. Alright, so here we go. We're going to do this. We're going to put down the Vran again. And then we put down Grafted Butcher. So if you want to give me that, if you want to bounce my Flesh Gorger, it's going to cost you 4 life. And we're going to gain that right back up to there. So we'll see what they do here. Alright, they swing. Cool. They'll probably just flood the field with, flood the graveyards with instants and stuff. Flow of knowledge. Yep, there we go. Okay. Alright, so 2 cards. Alright, yep. So that goes up to a 9/4. Oh my goodness. And yeah, I mean, if you want to bounce my Grafted Butcher, I'm completely fine with that. I'm gonna Skrelv's Hive, because I think that's a good play to do. Do you really want to bounce that? Pay the 4 life and bounce it. And then take 5 more. Well, I'll put you at 10. But then I'm not going to gain that life. So if you've got... If you've somehow got away with 4... They're thinking about it. They are thinking about it. They're thinking about the risk. March of Swirl. Oh, wow, okay. So that all get... They all phase out. Okay. Fun. Now, if they get too greedy here, then... Flow of knowledge, okay. Alright, they might be able to kill us here. They... Okay. Really? You didn't have any other instants in there? Alright. Unless they've got considers. Oh, no? Okay. Okay. I'm gonna swing. Never mind my dog. And again, they are pondering. Okay, Fading Hope. Okay. Now gain life. It's not gonna matter. Yeah, good game. We'll go to the rubber match. That Jin was just way too strong. Alright, so here's what we do next. I think we... It's safe to say it. I think we gotta get rid of the hive. That's not doing us too much. And now we gotta put in... we're gonna do Go for the Throat and Destroy Evil. We're gonna do that. We're gonna do that. We took out the hive and then we're putting in the spot removal. And I think that's a pretty good move because... the hive will drain us of the life. And if we don't have the flesh gorger on the field, then we can figure out what. Not the greatest, but this will work. Down the sleeper, at least. Oh, that dog's enough. Enough dog. Oh, Shieldred. Let's put down Skrelv. Swing. Hit. Bum. Okay, they did not hit a, and Shieldred's actually gonna come into play quite well here because let's do the crawling chorus. Okay. We're just gonna swing with the sleeper because and we're gonna hold off. Okay, there's an impulse. Okay. Let's feign like we have something and then buff up our sleeper if need be. Okay. We did find the negate. Okay. Well, and if they're smart, they'll target the Skrelv. But also, too, we have to be weary of the bounce. Crafted Butcher. So let's try this. Fun. Okay. We're gonna pass turn. Okay, Thirst for Discovery. Fine. We're holding up the Skrelv in case they decide to spot target one of our creatures here. This is a pretty big board. This is kind of the crux of this deck, I think, is building up that big board. Man, you're gonna suffer big time here if that's the case. This is not gonna be fun for you, kid. Sorry, you're about to die. Unless you've got some sort of bounce here. Unless they phase it out. Oh, make disappear, okay. Okay. So, that sucked, but that's okay. Now we do have to fear the Djinn. Suppose I walked right into that, though. Okay. Another Delver. Okay. Here's what we do. Okay. Swing, batter, batter, swing. You can try to bounce a few of these, but I'm just going to protect it. Unless you have another one. Yep, you do. We win. Excellent. All right, let's go to the postmortem. Okay, so with this build, you can see that it does have some really fun quirks to it, and it's got some flexibility. It certainly has the capability in a best of 3 matchup at least to be even more flexible than a best of 1. So this fits a Risen Dragon deck. It's flexible, it's aggressive, and we can, make stuff happen with it. So if you like what you saw, leave a like, leave a subscribe, and as always, my magic miscreants, may all your draws be godlike, and may all your spells hit the board. Risen Dragon is out. Enjoy the rest of your day.